Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to break down a topic that is literally reshaping global health as we speak, the obesity crisis. Now, this is so much more than just a number on a scale. It's a really complex global issue, and we're here to explain what's really going on.
So here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll get a handle on how obesity even became a modern epidemic. Then, we'll look at the causes, explore the pretty serious physical and mental impacts, and, this is the important part, we'll wrap up with real, actionable steps for reclaiming your health. It's a clear path from understanding the problem to finding the solution.
All right, let's dive right into part one, a modern epidemic. We're going to look at how obesity went from being a relatively contained health issue to a massive condition that's affecting a whole new generation.
Okay, so first things first, let's make sure we're all on the same page. When we use the word obesity, what are we actually talking about? Well, it's a specific medical condition. It's defined as the excessive buildup of body fat to the point where it goes beyond what's considered healthy. Framing it this way is super important. It's a medical issue, not a personal failing. That's a crucial starting point. Now, here's what's so alarming and what's really changed the game here. It used to be that obesity was something you'd mostly see in middle-aged folks, but today, the entire landscape has shifted. We're now seeing it increase at a truly alarming rate among kids, young adults, and women. This change in who is affected is right at the heart of this crisis.
So that brings up the big question, right? Why? Why is this happening? Well, this didn't just happen out of nowhere. As we get into our second section, you'll see it's deeply tied to our modern lifestyles, which have created this constant calorie imbalance. Let's really dig into the why behind this surge.
And the main reasons are probably things that sound pretty familiar to a lot of us. I mean, we spend so much of our day just sitting at a desk in front of a computer with almost no physical movement. At the same time, what we eat has totally changed. There's way more junk food, more sugary drinks. On top of that, we're dealing with high levels of stress, and our basic routines like when we eat and sleep are all over the place. Every single one of these things plays a major part.
And this table just lays it all out in black and white, doesn't it? It's a really clear contrast. On one side, you've got that high-calorie path. It's all about convenience, right? Processed food, hardly any movement, chaotic schedules. And on the other side, you've got the healthier path. This one's built on being intentional. Balanced meals, some daily activity, a stable routine. The difference in where these two paths lead is huge, and it's all about those small daily choices that add up over time.
So, we've talked about the why. Now we have to talk about the consequences. In this next section, we're going to look at the very real, very serious physical toll that this condition takes on a person's body. Just look at this number, 3 times. That's how much the risk of developing really life-altering conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease goes up. So this isn't some minor health concern. It's a massive risk multiplier for some of the most serious diseases we know of. And the damage doesn't stop there. The entire body is put under enormous strain. All that extra weight can lead to chronic pain in your joints, your knees, your back. It can mess with your hormones, causing conditions like PCOS and even fertility issues. Plus, it tends to slow down your metabolism, which creates this awful cycle where you feel tired all the time, making it even harder to find the energy to change things. And that strain, well, it isn't just physical. And this is something we really need to talk about more. For our fourth section, we're going to focus on the mental and emotional side of this condition, which can be just as difficult, if not more so.
I think this quote just says it all perfectly. Obesity is not just a cosmetic issue. It is a disease that deeply affects the health of the entire body. This one sentence completely reframes the whole conversation. It pushes us away from thinking about appearance and toward understanding this for what it is, a comprehensive health disease.
And when we say entire body, that absolutely includes the mind. People living with obesity often deal with a huge psychological toll. This can show up as low self-confidence, constant stress, symptoms of depression, and even social anxiety. It is just such a heavy burden to carry, both physically and emotionally.
But listen, this is not where the story ends, not by a long shot. For our final section, we're shifting gears completely. We're going to focus on solutions. This is all about empowerment and the real practical steps anyone can take to start reclaiming their health.
And what's great is that this isn't some crazy complicated plan. It really boils down to a clear, manageable 4-step framework. So, step 1, a balanced diet. Simple. Step 2, some form of daily activity. Even just a 30-minute walk makes a world of difference. Step 3, focusing on those other lifestyle habits, like getting enough sleep and water. And finally, step 4, just keeping an eye on things by monitoring your progress. So what's the big secret to a healthy life? Honestly, there isn't one. There's no magic pill. The solution is actually pretty simple, but it's incredibly powerful. It's all about taking proactive, timely care of yourself through the fundamentals, a good diet and an active lifestyle.
And that really brings us to our last thought. As we wrap up, I just want you to think about this question. This isn't about completely overhauling your entire life by tomorrow morning. It's just about starting. So think about it. What one small, manageable change can you make today?